Okay, so good morning everyone and welcome back in today's class. Okay, today we are going to be discuss a topic specifically on this 4 points I can say. Knowledge, change, problem and incident management. Okay, I'm sure that we are not able to complete this today, but let me give you a little background that how these are interrelated in service now. Okay, this is the one point, because when you appear for an interview, this question has been asked multiple times, that how incident management is related with the change management or the knowledge management or the problem management. Okay, in the IT industry we call this as a IPC. It means incident, problem and change. Okay, if I give you the normal example here, that how this be works specifically here is that incident means if any interruption in my services is called the incident. Suppose you are using a mobile phone and on that mobile phone the internet is not working. That is the incident for me. That is the interruption in the services. So that is the reason you are facing that problem. Sorry, you are facing that issue. Now, if I come to the problem, okay, the problem is the purpose or the meaning of the problem is that where the root cause is unknown. Let's take example. Someone is appearing for interview again and again. He is very much qualified. He know the things. He know the terms and terminologies, but still he is not able to clear the interview. It means there is some problem in the background. Okay, so that is the purpose of the meaning of the problem record. And the change means that if you want to fix anything in the production system, that is called a change. When I say anything means either it is a addition, deletion, updation, remotion, anything which you want to do in your production instance, this will be a change for you. Let's take example. If I'm living in a home, I want to change something in my home. It can be a bed, it can be a kitchen, it can be renovation, it can be painting, it can be anything. So those are the changes called, change records are called in that manner. Okay, to support these things, to support these three areas of IT, we have a CMDB on the place, and parallelly we have a KB, knowledge bases on the place. Okay, because if you remember when we discussed about CMDB, we came to know that CMDB is the heart of these three particular modules, because you are going to raise the incident on a CI. When you call to mechanic and say my AC is not working, that is a CI you are telling him. He will come and fix that particular AC problem or AC issue. But if every day your AC is not working, then you change your terms. You call this as a, you call to mechanic and say, but boss, there is some problem in my AC. Every day it is not working. He will come to your home. He will do the RCA. He will do the root cause analysis of your AC. He will ask you some questions. What time you use your AC? And which temperature you use your AC? Where the outlet of the water? On, do you have any kind of converter on the place or not? On which type of plug you are using your AC? Once he done that question answer with you, he will tell you, madam, your AC compressor has been gone now. It is old now. You have to make a change it in it. It means he's talking about the change here. Then he will ask you, do you want to go for the compressor changing or not? You will say, yes, I want to go, but what is the costing for the same? He says it will the cost of the 10,000 rupees. Then you will evaluate in your mind that is it worth it to spend 10,000 on the 10-year-old AC, or should I go ahead with a new AC? That is the decision has been taken. Okay, that approval has been taken. So to support your decision, sometimes you have the knowledge article on the places. Okay, So if I talk about the knowledge article means, suppose you are facing some issue to set up your iPhone. You buy a new iPhone. You are facing some issue to set up that, to configure that. What you do? You go to the iPhone website and start typewriting your question like this. If I show you here, soft support. Okay, let me open this site. Let me open this here. Okay, you open any website and you start writing your question here. Email configuration. Enter. When I click enter, I will get something important. See, what is this? Okay, what is this? This is a KB articles. Oh, I clicked by mistake on that. Yeah. So what all these things? These are the KB article. Who created this KB article? The user like you and me who are supporting their customer. They have created their article like this. They will ask you yes or no. Do you remember this? If I go here, let me go service portal. Okay, let go to the ServiceNow service portal. You are a customer who are using my service portal. You want to know something about anything new functionality. Okay, you write here email and enter. When you put enter, you will getting a knowledge articles basically. See, it is bringing articles for you. See these things. Suppose you get something. What is spam? I am reading what is spam. I open this as a user. I open this particular article here, and what I can do as a user here, I can rate this article. It is a 5-star for me. I can rate this article number 1 point. Okay. Then I can say yes or no. It is useful or not. I say yes, it is a useful. Do you want to put any comment? You can put the comments here. Article. Let me put the star as a file. Helpful, yes. Click on the submit. It means you are a user is using that knowledge article and giving the feedback. Okay. So in short, our IT industry mainly work in these 5 areas. If you are going for any kind of interview, it's a developer, it's a technical, it is a functional consultant, you should know that how these 3 processes are interrelated, how the knowledge article can be created. Okay, before I proceed, let me open any doubt, any question till this point. Shihim, Farah, Vinuj,
No, at all.
Reshma, Sachin. Okay, good. So now you notice one thing, that we have created a knowledge article, right? How this knowledge article appear on this particular page. Okay, so I'll start with the knowledge article or the knowledge management. So you can go here, knowledge, okay, and go here and click on the create new. A special rule is required for this. Read about the knowledge manager rule. Create new. Okay, I want to create a standard article. Yes, click on the standard article. Okay, when I click on this, a form will be open for me. See, we guys are not going to do this complete process, but what is important here, which has been asked in the interview, we are going to be discuss this thing. What is the knowledge base? How many of you have visited libraries? I'm sure that everyone in a lifetime visited the library. I go to library very frequently. Anyone else? Anyone who visited the libraries? College library, public library, government library. Say yes or no at least.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So now let me take another example on the top of that. Okay. I am from a place, okay, where we have a very famous university. I am from the there is a university called Kurukshetra University, okay, in Haryana. So it is a big university and it has a lot of departments. MCA, MTech, BTech, computer science, mathematics, chemistry, geography, biology, Sanskrit, Hindi, English, Punjabi, Urdu. Multiple departments are there. Okay. Now, if you are a science student, will you be interested to go in the Sanskrit or the Urdu library? Definitely you will not like to go unless you want to read something in that particular area. Okay, so the same concept has been applied here. That is called the knowledge base. So knowledge base is basically a new functionality has been added by ServiceNow that for a specific topics, for a specific areas, you can create your knowledge base. So if you go here, let me open this. See, this is my knowledge base is coming. IT is one of my knowledge base. Suppose your company is providing services in the 5 area: IT, network, HR, finance, and legal. So on the top, you say that IT guys cannot see the legal documents. Legal guys cannot see the financial documents or the knowledge articles. So what you do, you need to be create the separate knowledge bases for the same. So this is the concept of the knowledge base. So if I click here, double asterisk. So these are the knowledge base given by ServiceNow to me. It means this is the top level of category where I can start mapping my articles. So let's take example here. This is a homework for you guys. Okay. Base name is finance. Okay. In the finance, I have loan, I have deposit, withdraw. Okay. So loan is my knowledge base here. Now this finance is my knowledge base here. Under that finance, I have this category here. Okay. If I say here, let me go and click one. New. I'm just getting it from here. Okay. Finance. Okay. Honor, let me say myself is the owner. Functional trainer. Okay. And click on the save. Rest, I'm keeping it like this only as of now. Rest on the save. Now under finance, I want these things: loan, deposit, and withdraw as a category. These are the not the bases. These are the what I'm saying. These are my categories. So always remember, I'm talking about my category here now. It has gone. Wait. This one, finance. Okay. Now, Atul, we want to create a category in that. Click on this icon, look up one, and you can start your category in the runtime. What category you want? I want loan. Okay. Okay. What else you want? I want deposit. What else you want? I want withdraw. Now, maybe you have say, Atul, under loan, I want something else as well. We can create here. Just double click. Wait, loan. Let me, okay. Yep. Now it's be open here. Okay. Let go here. Loan. Yes. Under loan, I want to create a personal loan. I want to create home loan. I want to create education loan and click OK. Now it means when I select it, I want to create a knowledge article which will be for the education loan. So like this, it will be appearing. It means when I open this article here, it will be showing finance, and under that it's a loan. Under that it is a education loan for me. Okay. Now this is my short description. Apply education. This is the article body. Here you can put anything which you want to put. Any images, any video, any link, any table, anything you can do. So on the top, ServiceNow giving us these functionalities like this. Okay. This I can do it. I can make a paragraph. I can do the bold, italic, color changes. Anything I want to do, I can do. Now let me click on the save here. When I click on the save, I need to publish this draft and then publish. I click on the publish here. These are the just I'm telling you the overview, guys. It is a little bit what I can say. A deep dive is required to understand this end-to-end process. But from the interview perspective, these things you should be knowing now. Okay. Now let's go here. Let's see the article which I just published. Is it available here or not? Let me click on the home here. Okay. Go to the knowledge base. What is my knowledge base? Okay. See, it is not showing my knowledge base. Why? Because I did not add this knowledge base finance in my service portal. So what I do, I'll go here, search for the portal. Do you remember, guys, these things, the mistake which we done for the catalog item as well? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Now open this portal.
Yes, yes.
And map that knowledge base here. Let it be load completely. Okay, yes. Now go to the knowledge base, add your knowledge base as well. Edit. And what is my knowledge base is finance. This one. Okay. And save. And update. Now go and refresh this page. Now you can see the knowledge base here. See, finance is my knowledge base. Under finance, I have a loan. Under loan, I have a education loan. Why it's not showing other two categories? Because there is a no article available in the same. So same fundamental it use. It will not show the category catalog item unless that category or catalog must contain one item minimum. So I can open this here. And now what I'll do, I'll open this. And being a user, I'll just say the commenting part on this part. Okay, article is 4. No. And I'll put the add article. Submit. You can see here, see, knowledge, finance, loan, education. And submit it. Now, being a knowledge manager, you always worry about that. What is the feedback of my knowledge article? Right? What I'll do, I'll go here and search for the knowledge. I have two options. Either I can click on this here, publish one. Okay. What is the short description of ours is? Okay, what I can do, either I can open this here and just scroll and go to the feedback here. These options I can see. Bad article and these other feedback has been given. But the question come, Atul, this is not a good way. Suppose in my company I'm having 100 or 200 of articles. I do I need to go I by this manner? No. What you can do, go here and click on the under the feedback management, click on the feedback here. When you click on the feedback, you are getting the feedback by articles like this. Open this, open this, open this. One article, one feedback give you the usefulness, yes or no, this thing. This option, yes or no. The another one give you the comments, bad article. The another one give you the ratings. Okay. So these are the things which is required for a knowledge manager to get these things, understand these things, and then he or she can improve the stuff. Okay. Any doubt, any question till this point in the knowledge management? Because these are the basic one which I want to be discussed with you in the knowledge management side. Parashim, Anjan.
Clear,
No,
sir.
no, it's clear.
It's clear, right? Clear is that's very much good. But the homework is for you guys. Create one article, do this R&D, publish, retire, republish at your end. And tell me one more thing. I'm giving you homework again here. Okay. Let me go here. Standard. Okay. Let me take a knowledge base as finance. Okay. See, when I click on the finance, these dates are coming, right? Valid 2 is coming. Valid 2 is coming. Let me change my knowledge base. IT. No change. Now you guys need to be do R&D from where this date is coming. How this calculating this date. This is your homework. And this is the one of the question asked by my customer demonstration. Atul, from where this thing is coming. So now you guys need to be understand from where this valid 2 is coming. It is from the two ways we can configure it. But what are the two ways that you guys need to be see. Now what I'll do, I'll go to the incident. Is your instance is okay now? Can I use?
Yes, 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 Atul.
Is that why I'm using Farah's instance? Basically because in my instance, change management is totally corrupted now. So it is not opening any change for me. Okay. Now what we'll do, we will understand these concepts, this relationship, incident, problem, and change. Okay. Let me go here. Incident. And let's take any open incident. Suppose I want to create a problem record for this particular incident. I have two options. Okay. What two options I have? Click here on the what these three lines called? Anyone? What these three line call? Anjan, Roshan. What these three line call? Sachin, Shihim. You guys are not speaking anything. Are you able to hear me, or you are just to be?
Context menu.
No. Very wrong answer. Sachin. These 3 lines, black 3 lines, what we call in service now? Anjan, Roshan,
List
Reshma.
control.
Addition.
Sorry?
List controls.
No. Sachin, Roshan, and Anjan. Reshma.
Additional.
What additional?
Additional action.
Yes.
Menu.
Yes. Not menu. Additional action, not menu.
Yes.
These are called the additional action. You can click here and you can create a problem record from here as well. Okay. This is the number 1 option. Second, you can go here, problem, and create a new problem record from here as well. Okay. And here you can put the first reported by is basically a incident number for which incident you are creating this problem record. That I can map this thing. Incident, change, anything you want to put, you can put it. This. Okay. Here the important point to be understand for the problem record is these 5 things: assess, RCA, fix in problem, resolved, and close. One important point, let me open a closed one. Problem record can be reopened at any point of time. Why? Because the nature of that problem, the nature of that particular term is problem. I'm living, or the people are living very healthy life. Suddenly they're getting some other issues in the body. They took the medicine, they are well. After a year, they're again starting facing the same problem. It means a problem can be occurred at any point of time. According to me, there's a never ever a permanent fix in IT industry. There's a no according to me, again I'm saying, according to me, there's a no concept called the permanent fix. Our life is not a permanent, then how the solutions can be permanent here? So let me open any resolve problem record. So you can see here, reanalyze, even though I can complete it, still I can reopen this problem record. See, now I can still reopen it. Maybe after 5 months, it's again reoccur. Reopen. I want to reanalyze these things. Okay. So the thing is that this is the one other point, because this again asked in the interview. Can I reopen a problem record? Okay. Can I reopen an incident? Yes or no? Can I reopen a change if it is closed or the cancelled? Yes or no? Can I reopen a problem record? Yes or no? The answer is yes only for the problem record, not no for the rest of the 2 records. You cannot reopen any incident, any change once it has been marked closed, cancelled in the system. Okay, so important point is here that, okay, what is the assessment phase here? Okay, let's take example. I have a kid of the 5-year.
Atul, excuse me.
Yes, Farah.
Just I want to ask you. You just said that we cannot reopen incident and change. This is because the system doesn't allow that, or it is the best practice.
It is both things. System also not allowed, and it is the best practice as well.
Okay.
But the question is that why problem record, right? The reason is that suppose someone is not feeling well. Okay, he go to the doctor. Doctor puts some medicines for that particular person. Okay, and recommended some medical test. After 2 days or 3 days, he went to the doctor with the prescriptions and the medical test reports. Doctors say follow these medicines, you will be all right in the next 20, 15 days. He followed that and he was well. After 6 months, he are getting the same symptoms again. Same symptoms. Then what this mean? It means the medications which he done for that particular disease is reoccurring now. So better I should reopen my file instead of I should go to doctor and say I am facing this issue problem. I am just facing this issue first time. No, you will the next time that when that person go, he will not say I'm facing this first point. He said this thing happened me 6 months before as well. That reason it is a problem record. Okay. So now let's take example. By this example, let me complete this process as well. Suppose there is a one person who is not well. He go to the doctor. He says every day I'm getting some problem in my stomach in the morning. What the doctor will do? Doctor will assess that person from the medical perspective. He will ask you the multiple things. How many days you are facing this problem, or what the diet you follow, what time you get up, what time you sleep, what you eat, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, do for the exercise, how the sitting job, screening time, all these things he will do. When he's after getting this inputs from the user, from the patient, then he will say, oh, nothing, it's just a simple flu. You go and take rest for the 2 days, it will be well. It means that is no longer a problem. But if the same issue is occurring again and again, if that patient is getting same symptoms again and again from the continuous 7 to 8 days, he go back to the doctor. The same doctor say, okay, let do some medical test to know that it is actually a problem or it is just a psychological effect in your mind. That person done with the medical test, he presented the reports to the doctor. Doctor say, oh my God, you have something bad in the stomach. We need to do the analysis why this has been happened. But at this point of time, doctor accepted this as a problem. Yes, it is a problem in your body. Okay, so it is not a psychological effect, it is actually a problem in your body. That's fine. Then the patient asks, what is the reason behind that? He says, let me do the root cause analysis. He will get more details from you, your dietings, your all the things he will get. After 5 days, he call you and say, because your routine life is upset. You get up in the morning 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, you take sleep in the late evening, late night, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. That is creating a problem in the stomach. You take veg, non-veg mix, you take milk and the fruits, you take milk and the salt together, that is creating a problem for you. So that is the root cause he identified. He submitted a complete report. Now what is coming the fix in progress? Doctor will recommend. You have two options. Either go for the medications, either go for the operation. Now it is you as a patient, that user as a patient need to be decide what he want to do. He says, doctor, leave it. I'll just improve my diet. I just improve my lifestyle. Everything will be fine. It means you are accepting the risk. If something goes wrong tomorrow in the heart, in the lungs, doctor say, I will not responsible. I'm giving you the heads up now. That is called the accept risk. And these points actually taken care in the IT industry. Let me give you the IT example. Suppose a server is causing an issue every day. Every day that's causing the issue. My server team do the RCA and they tell this server is no longer supporting our systems. We need to be replace this or we need to be upgrade this. You go to the client with the both option. Client says, listen, your and my contract is going to be over in next 10 days. Leave it like this. I'll take care when I go to the next customer, next particular service provider. That is the accept risk. Or client says that the application which has been installed on this particular server is used by 5 or 7 users only in a yearly basis. Let's keep it like this. I'm no problem if there's any issue occur on this particular server. So it means they're accepting the risk. But clients say, no, we need to be upgrade this. It means you need to be raise a change for the same now. And then the change management come into the picture. It is never ever a guarantee. By deploying the change in the production system, your problem will be resolved or not. Same thing, people who got COVID vaccination as well, they also get COVID symptoms and become the COVID patient, right? So that is not a guarantee, but still we are believing that the fix I'm sending, it will resolve my problem as well. That is called the fix in progress, and finally it go to the resolved state. Any question and doubt till this point? Then I'll explain a little more on the problem steps. Anjan, Roshan, Sachin, Farah, Shahim, Vinoj, Reshma. All clear? Interesting. It's interesting.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's always interesting, right? Okay. Now what we'll do?
No question.
Okay. Now what we'll do? We'll create one problem record. Okay. Quickly, just on the overview side, we'll do that part. First reported by INC. This category is software. Problem statement. Loan. Okay. Copy and paste. Now you need to be tell me, or you need to be identify. Okay. What type of search it is. When I start writing here, let me write email. I'm getting these articles. What type of search this has been called in service now? I will not give you the answer. You have to be identify this thing, that what type of search it is. Okay, let me get a problem statement and let me assign to the problem management team. Okay, problem analyzer and problem admin. Let me click on the save here. Now my problem is in the new state. Sorry, my problem in the assess state. It means, yes, Sachin.
Atul, in my environment, change manager, for change manager, problem manager, no ticket is assigned to these people. Like any problem ticket, it is not assigned to problem manager. Any change ticket, it is not assigned to change manager. Okay. They work I mean, no ticket is assigned to them. However, C task is created by change manager, and problem task or pain value analysis, they are done by problem managers.
They created by problem manager, right?
Huh?
Task created by the problem manager, right?
Yeah, problem task, not problem ticket. Right. I mean, like child ticket.
Okay. So now what is the question, that why there's a no ticket has been assigned to these guys, right? Or you have some other point?
No. Yes. Why they don't work? And even I asked them, they said that these are client requirements. That's it.
Okay. I give you a little practical example here. Okay. I'm a problem manager. I worked as a problem manager. I worked as a change manager as well. Okay. So when I say that a set of people who are the problem management team, okay, the chances can be those people are technical people or a non-technical people. Okay. It means if I'm finding some fruitful example here. Okay, let's take example. You went to a restaurant, okay, and you order a biryani. Okay, now who will cook that biryani? Waiter will cook, the cashier will cook, or the chef will cook? Who will cook that biryani? Chef. Why?
Because he's expert in that.
Because he has a skill set for
that. He's expert, yeah.
Yeah, he has a skill set for the same. Why not cashier can do this thing? Because he is managing the complete process. That is the reason. Maybe a waiter also cook in the background. Nobody knows. Maybe a waiter is a good chef, but he want to do a waiter job, not the chef job. Okay, so in these areas, this is actually be a diplomatic things happen, because problem manager, change manager are those teams, though those are not a technical guy sometime. Like I work as a change manager, I'm not a technical guy. I'm a problem. What you will do if you assign a server ticket to me? Can I solve the server problem? I cannot solve because I'm not from the server background, right? But if there is any problem in ServiceNow and I'm a ServiceNow problem manager, then definitely this ticket will be assigned to me because I know that how to fix that part. Okay, so these groups now like change manager, problem manager, these are the basically to run your processes. Their work is to get the requirement, to get the issues, give it to the right team, fix them, tell them that what is the right process, and then close or work on the different part. These problem manager use the different techniques to get the RCA, which a server team people don't know. Do you know that what are the problem management techniques we use for the RCA? If you are in the server team, you will not know because that is not your core area. Your core area is to fix that problem, why the server is getting reboot again and again. But the techniques is my core area. 5 whys, Pareto system, 80-20. These rules I follow, these techniques I follow to get my RCA. Okay, so that is the reason, Sachin, that they people assign the task. They are just like operators. They are the high level operators. They have nothing in their hand. They just put the things in the system and say, okay, you go and close it. I will chase up you.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the thing. So now this is the assessment phase. This particular team will assessing now that is it actually a problem or not. Suppose they say yes, it is a problem, they will confirm it. Once they confirm it, it means they accepted. Now RC need to be identified. Yes, RC cannot be identified by these guys. For the RCA, they need to be assigned this problem record to that particular team, or they can create a task here, problem task for the respective teams. Okay, suppose I got the RCA now. I go and present to the customer that was what you want to do. Do you want to me fix that problem, or you want to accept the risk? He says, let's start the fixing part. What I'll do, I'll raise a change in the background. Let me click on the start fix. It means fixing in the progress. This thing has been started now. When you're doing some fix in the production system, you have to be submit some kind of a report, some kind of analysis that what you're going to be fixed it, where you are going to be fixed it, what is the cause nodes. I say wrong script with parameter causing this particular server to be reboot. What is the fix node? Has been done. These are the things which I am going to be fixed. These are the reason. This is the notes I'm putting it. Click OK. Now the thing is that to fix this part, you want to raise a change record. Click and create a change record. What type of change record you want to go? Normal, standard, and emergency. As per the ITL v4 as well. Sorry, ITL 4, not it's the v4, ITL 4. We have only 3 type of changes: normal, standard, and emergency. ServiceNow also follow these 3 only. But if I'm the interviewer and you are the interview in front of me, I will definitely ask why other type of chain type is not available in ServiceNow. So you should be ready with your answer when we discuss about the requirements gathering session. So now suppose you want to fix this problem. For that you need the change in the system. I click on the normal change. When I click on the normal change, a change has been created for me. See, change has been created. I'm not sure that what happened in Farhaz this thing. Instance, there's nothing showing on the change on the top things. So you can put
I
justification,
don't know. Mm.
risk and test plan, and just click on the save here. Request approval. Nothing will be work here because she don't have on the top is not available. She's in the default view only, but still it is not be showing here. Let me see if I can see the mobile view something. Let me open here my change records. Something is there. Hope it will work for me. Okay. So, okay, let it be work. So let me come back on this place. See, this is the problem record which we created has been added here. Let me close the problem first and then we'll come to the change part. But this is the way that you can do the linking as well of the problem and change record. Okay. Now suppose fixing has been done. Still you have an option that by deploying this change only 20% fix can be taken care. Rest is the risk. Up to you. That is totally in the practical example. You will learn this thing in the practical format only. Click on the resolve. And finally you can mark as a complete. So this is the overview of the problem management. Overview, guys. Again, I'm not saying that it's a complete one, it's an overview. What I will do, I have created some videos on these 4 points. I'll share with you which will give you a little more depth knowledge about the same. Let me come to the, okay, before that, any doubt, any question till this point?
No.
Where is Shahim gone?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so change has a 3 type: emergency, standard and normal. Assess means it will go for the technical review, technical approval. It means suppose I am doing something here, okay, and I want that Farha, Shahim or Anjan also review this part. That is called the assessment phase. Authorization. Suppose, let's say example, you want to, Roshan want to buy a bike. He get some inputs, he gets some approval from his friends. Can I go ahead for this bike? They said yes. That is called the assessment. Authorize means now Roshan submit that proposal in front of his parents because he need the money as well in the background. That is called the authorization. And in the change, we have a term called the CAB, C-A-B, Change Approval Board, Change Authority Board, Change Authorize Board. Multiple conventions people use in the industry. So CAB is the one who will do this part. Approval or rejection. Then suppose you get approval from your parents, you say, okay, on the Gudi Parva, I'll go for the purchase of the new bike. That is you scheduling that part. On the Gudi Parva morning, you get up, get ready and go for the buying that product. That is your implementing. Once you bring that product on the home with the all bill, all everything, you are reviewing that part. And then you close this change. Yes, I want to buy a bike and I bought a bike now. It means you're closing your change here. Okay. The important point to be understand here, guys, is that on these 2 places, the approval trigger in ServiceNow. How this approval trigger? These approvals are coming from the workflow. Okay. What you have to do here, go here and open the workflow editor, not this one, workflow editor. Okay. Because all these things we already discussed. Now it's your work to do this R&D at your end. Let me open this workflow. Okay. Go and search for the change. See, these are the workflow defined. Emergency change, normal change, standard change. Read about this normal change one. Open this and read about these things. Okay. Once you read that, you will understand that how this change management process work here. Because in my system, it will not work. It's totally corrupted now, so it will not work properly. Okay. But these things are be important to be understand here. Multiple things are there on the change management. Okay, like CI, we discussed that on which CI you want to raise a problem, you want to raise these things. In scheduling part, when you want to plan your change, when it will be ending the change. Okay, conflict basically suppose same day Roshan put the proposal in front of his parents to buy a bike. On the same day, Roshan's sister also put a proposal to go for the further studies. It's a conflicting at the same time because both need the money in the background. That is for the conflict part here. Okay, change is one of the toughest module in ITSM that I can tell you very clearly. I'm working as a lead business analyst in the change management. Day in, day out, I have a lot of issues with the customer. Okay, but it is good to understand here. Okay, so any doubt, any question till this point? Anyone?
No.
Incident, problem, change, and knowledge. These things require a lot of deep level understanding. Maybe once, twice, you need to be go through the document, need to be go through the process flow, then you will be understanding that part. Okay, any doubt, any question till this point? Because if you want, I can speak for the change management at least for the next 6 hours. Easily I can speak. This is that much big topic. Yes, Anjan.
Yeah. As per change management, I had a question like, see, change management has a process. So
Right.
based on the process, how can we do agile way of change management, like in DevOps situation or SecOps situation?
SecOps and DevOps both are the two different thing here, Anjan. Okay, see, DevOps basically is a kind of a framework or the methodology. Okay, where you follow 2 or 3 major principles. CI/CD, continuous improvement. Sorry, yes. Basically, CI/CD is we call continuous implementation, continuous deployments.
And
Like,
deployment.
okay, yes. So it means when you say DevOps means because DevOps is separate thing. Suppose you write up the code and you want to deploy that code. Deployment will come tomorrow morning. Okay. But you need to make sure that you are be doing your changes correctly and you are checking that change in the repository, code repository basically. So once you've done that part, the job will run in the background. It will pick up your code. It will build up the package and deploy in the system and will trigger a mail to you for that particular stuff. Okay, so that is the way that basically your DevOps and change management work hand in hand. Because DevOps has a little separate way of working, a different thought actually. It is just not only the change, it is basically on the deployment perspective that how frequently you can deploy your changes in any system. That is the purpose of the these things, DevOps here. Okay, and Agile basically I can say that you can create a multiple stories, club them in a one package, and then go for the Agile part. So if you want to go for the Agile, better I'll say use the release management and map your Agile epics, map your Agile, what I can say, features with the release and map the changes in that particular release management.
No, there was a ask in earlier to me, like as per the change management process, the lead times are very higher, like 3 days they took. So how can we reduce those lead times and do an agile way?
See, reducing the lead time is basically a business decision. It has no relationship with the agile. Agile says if you are okay to deploy a changes every day after half or maybe after 2 hours, every 2 hours, you can go ahead. But the lead time is something which business need to be decide. Once you decide, then you can configure your things easily on that front.
No, I am asking about the process perspective. I believe, sir, not with the tool perspective.
Process, as I told, that change management says if you want to put a lead time, you can put a lead time on the place. That's fine. Okay, it means you can put some restrictions on your change management side that if the lead time is less than 3 days, I will not allow the user to proceed further. The lead time should be more than 3 days only. Only then a user can raise a request for the change. These are the process changes you have to do at your end. It has no relationship with the agile as of now, because once you set up your process in the change, then you can use the agile part. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, let me come to this point which raised by Vinoj. It's still loading for me. Okay, so you said domain assignment, right, Vinoj, here? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So basically you are reading this about this line. Okay. Each domain each record has been assigned to a single domain. The domain is stored in the sys domain field is there. If you open the domain table, you will find this particular field where that domain is going to be stored. The sys domain field is added to many default ServiceNow table in the domain separations. Okay. The thing is that basically we have a sys ID as well, right? And this is called the sys domain here. Let's open that table here. Did you check the tables as well? What I can say, Manoj, the domain table.
Yeah, I opened this domain. Yeah.
Okay. Label is not showing sys ID, sys this domain. Go to this. Domain is stored in the sys domain field. The sys domain field is added to many default table domain support. Okay. Developer need to add sys domain field to the custom table. Okay. This thing. Okay. Company. There's a. Okay. So I'll tell the purpose of this particular thing is that. Okay. So if you remember yesterday, let me go and create a user here. Okay. And let me click on this. Okay. What this particular statement is saying to me, if the sys domain field is not populated, when the record is committed, the record is added to the default domain. Suppose I'm creating a user here. Okay. By any chance, my domain is not coming properly for that user, then the user will be created in the default domain or the global domain. So it means, let me see if I can get this thing, sys underscore domain, manage domain, no, domain path. This one, sys domain path is there, right? Let me open a inbuilt user, show you that part. This one, because I'm just checking that particular field name is there. ACM, go here, view, configure form layout. Let me bring the domain name. In the meantime, it's loading. Okay. The common ways of systems on to company specifying the record. That's fine. This is one creating this domain. Okay. So as I already told that, sometime we assign the domain specifically. Okay. Like this. If I show you, save here. Okay. Let me show you. When you're creating a user, you want that this user should be stay in X domain or the Y domain. In that case, you are selecting the domain manually. This one. Okay. See, this is the sys domain field for me. Okay. Because what logic we have in the background, if you select your company, so by default, the user should be created in this company domain only, if it is exist. But if there's a no company or no domain exists for this company, then it will go for the global domain. Okay, that is the purpose of the sys domain is there, this one. And this field called as a sys domain. See, sys domain. So sys user.sys users table, in user table you will find a sys domain as well, which map that this user is belonging to which particular domain. Okay, so that is the answer of your question, Binuj here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any other point, doubt, question, clarification here? Okay. If no doubt, let's close the today's call. See you again tomorrow on the same time, 9:30 Indian time and 5 o'clock BST time. Till the time, take care and have a nice day, guys. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.